All right, we're here today with Sean Braun, and Sean has been a huge part of the channel, and today we're going to be getting into the inner workings of what it's like to be in the AMSOIL affiliate program. You could also call it a AMSOIL dealer, and we're going to be getting in why it might not be the best thing for everyone. We just don't know. But today we're going to get an answer from Sean. If he wants to do it or not, we just don't know yet, but we're going to talk. So we're going to talk this through. If you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe, tap that notification bell. You'll get a chance to see fluid change videos on the Crossfire. We did a flush on that. We also did a flush on the Challenger. We did a full 25,000 mile oil change on the Umbrella Challenger. This sucker runs quite a bit better than a new car. And that's how Sean takes care of his stuff. So he really cares about it. So we're going to be sharing these secrets right now. We're here at Sean Braun's Sweet Spot here in Las Vegas. And, you know, Sean has been a huge part of the channel over the years. Hard to believe how much content we've done with Sean, how much Sean's helped out with the Challenger. He helped out with the Crossfire. Sean's been a part of other videos critiquing, helping with the Cadillac. He's been behind the scenes. He's contributed tremendously with good ideas for the channel, with oil tests, everything. And, you know, we talked about Sean becoming a dealer, possibly, an AMSOIL dealer, with the affiliate link, which we'll get into more detail in a minute. So we talked about this, you know, about 2 weeks ago. And today we're going to ask Sean some questions, and he's going to be honest. You know, today's going to be the truth. We're not trying to pad anything or generate any type of feedback that is something that's like fabricated. It's the raw feel, and I love that. You know, it's like raw honey.
Yeah.
You get the best effect out of it.
You want me to get you some raw honey?
That's a good question. You know what? We're going to pass right now. I'm staying with no sugar.
All right.
Totally black. Raw and black.
Colombian stuff.
You know, the darker the better. The coffee, because it doesn't show the dirt. It's a good thing. If someone gets any dirt in it, hey, I won't even know. Just be drinking dirt. So that's what they say dark coffee's like, drinking dirt. So
cup of mud.
Yeah, a cup of mud. Goes right to your head. So, so Sean, what do you say you start with asking me some questions about what you could interpret this, you know, the negatives. What could there be any negatives to this dealership's opportunity of being an AMSOIL dealer, or this affiliate program where some people think it's a pyramid thing, some people think it's just a link online where people click on it, you get to earn commission. Ask me some questions, Sean.
Sure, I'll ask you the first question, which is primarily what a lot of people think.
All right.
So they think that it's like a step-down process, you know, where people get other people to join in the pyramid kind of scheme.
Yes.
Where they make money off their other dealers that they hire to become their dealers, and so they make money off of your money, and they go up and up and up. And as you go up this line, all these other people in the dealers drop out, you become higher in the pyramid, you know, which is what 99% of the people think right now about AMSOIL. And you know, Eben here is going to explain how this actually works so that you're not confused about this.
Exactly. And this is something that I actually answered in a previous video, so you can check that out right up here. And that video is on, is AMSOIL like Mary Kay, Amway, and the other big jewelry company. I forget the name of these big things, but they've been around for years, and people want to know, is there a pyramid scheme element to AMSOIL? And the answer is two different things. The answer is yes, there's people that make money from other people that sign up, but the thing is, it's such a small amount. Let's just say someone that you sign up, you make like 10% of the money from them. That's absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things. So this is a fact. As of now, I have thousands of accounts around US and Canada.
Right.
And of my income, about 91% of my monthly nuts comes from me, not any of my downline at all. Right. So that idea of, and you'll see a lot of things online.
Let's get rich quick thing.
Yeah, it is total BS. I'm going to tell you that I've never heard of anyone running a team of people like one of those call houses.
Right.
You know, the hacker where they get your SS number and steal all that information?
Right.
I have never heard of anybody being legit and doing it. I think you can do, like there's some scams with the fake flowers, you know, just pay for the shipping, they get your credit card, and then they charge like $100 for the shipping.
Right.
And it's all bullshit, but it's just a little thing of like a dozen roses for $100. You know, so that's just a scam. That's a con man thing. So of total legitimate, I've never heard of anything where anyone makes money off anyone below them. So the way most people make money, for instance, me, and I'm sure everyone's curious,
right,
it is through a commission. If someone is a commercial account or a retailer of any of what they buy, I get 15%. So that's straight up. If they order $1,000 a month, I would get $150.
Yeah.
So it's the same exact thing as a distributor that might go to Wama, go to any of these other things. There's always a beer distributor here in Las Vegas. There's lots of alcohol distributors, and they're basically the in-between that just gets that small percentage, but off thousands of bottles of wine. And that distributor may get how much money to house it, to distribute it, to break new deals, whatever. So that's all it is. And as far as anything that has an element of making money off someone, you would have to sign up AMSOIL dealers below you and have them even perform to even make money off them. For me, of my AMSOIL dealers, I have very few that are even active. So it's almost nothing. So if you think it wouldn't be for you, AMSOIL, if you think you're just going to sign up a bunch of AMSOIL dealers, like 10 of them, and just make like thousands of dollars a month, not going to happen.
It's not.
Now, if you get out there and you go and sign up commercial and retail accounts that sign up and actually buy products and buy thousands of dollars of products, you're going to make some money. I'm not going to be pulling your legs. You're going to be getting that 15%. You get a bunch of things in the middle of nowhere, big farm, and they end up buying, you know, $50,000 a month. You're getting 15% of $50,000 every month. I mean, there's no exaggeration. So, you know, it's like what Jack LaLanne said, the fitness guy. You know, your health account is like your bank account. If you don't put in, you can't take out. And it's the same exact thing. If you don't put in and you don't get real accounts that really order product, you're not going to get anything from it. So it's there's nothing that's fraud. There's nothing that's negative about it. And so many people think there is. Now, what's nice is if you do have a team of people like I do, I have some great, I have a couple great AMSOIL dealers, and they really are a big help because they contribute to the content I make on YouTube.
Right.
They're very helpful. They can take up the slack if I'm busy and someone needs help with a certain genre. We're going to take Hamlet, for example.
Right.
He's a racer on the channel that has Sean's car, but he has the bigger motor with the supercharger.
He has a Scat Pack 392.
He's got the Scat Pack 392, which we did a bunch of videos with Hamlet. Hamlet is an AMSOIL dealer of mine, and I get a very small percentage of what he makes, and as he makes more, it's actually going to threshold out to where I get only about 9% of what he makes, which, like I said, about 10%, very insignificant. So the point is, Hamlet now is a racer on the channel. He's the official racer, and I encourage you, if you are a racer, to reach out to Hamlet. We'll put a video of him up here in the corner, and he's helped out so much, and I want to give him that business of racers, people that have race cars, Vipers, super high-end cars that are supercharged, turboed. I want you to go with him and ask him questions because he has more experience than I do. And you'll get a lot of people, they say, oh, well, you know, you could be young, you could be smart, you could be stupid, this and that. You know, the one thing, there's no replacement for in racing. They say there's no replacement for displacement, and we're going to say that same damn thing with experience.
That's true.
If you have thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of experience doing something, which now I'm fortunate enough I do with the AMSOIL, with YouTube. I spent a lot of time researching how to do YouTube to get my channel here to 19,000 subscribers. To help all these different people. I've learned a lot, and I've had a lot of setbacks, and I've taken the steps back to go forward, and that's a part of the process, and there's really no way to really kind of get around that. So a lot of people, they're very curious about all these questions, and I get, other AMSOIL dealers, they reach out to me and they say, Eben, can you give me some secrets into why you're so successful with the AMSOIL thing? And I'm honest.
Work.
Well, yeah, well, it's a little bit of work,
It's
yeah. But it's also, in the same token, I'm honest with them too, where if someone's not in my downline and they're not a part of my team and they're contributing to my channel or something like that, I don't spend time helping someone that's another AMSOIL dealer because 2 reasons. Number one, it takes up my time. The second thing is, when you're an AMSOIL dealer, you're to work only with your customers.
Right.
So it's not that you can't not talk to someone and say hi to them, but you're not to give advice. You're not really to work with someone else's customers. That's their thing. And if you interfere with those relationships, that's actually one of the things that, as an AMSOIL dealer, is the AMSOIL Dealer Magazine. Basically, you're just not to do that. And there's another thing in AMSOIL. You're not to talk about price, like giving up, well, you can get it for this cheap here and there. What that does is that basically it gets other AMSOIL dealers to butt heads and say, oh, well, I got it for less, I got it for less.
Right.
And you're devaluing each other, and no one wants to be devalued, and I just won't be a part of that, and I don't think anyone should in any business, because if you have something of real inherent value that really helps people, it's not like this is something that's like the pet rock thing, all right, it's a little bit of entertainment. You can paint eyes and a smiley face on a rock, but this is something that really puts money in people's pocket, and that's why I'm a part of it. Like this is a performance thing of the power, and that's in one treatment of fuel additives. So, that's why I'm able to get behind the AMSOIL thing so much, where a lot of people, they say, Eben, are you just selling this stuff? Are you just hawking it? Are you just a snake oil salesman?
Well, it sells itself.
Yes and no.
Yes
and no. You have to share the results, which
Right.
you'd say,
Right.
which we do. And we shared everything with Sean's car, which we'll put the playlist to everything on Sean's car right here. Check it out. So, I tell people in all honesty, when they ask, are you hawking this stuff? Are you just sponsored by someone? And I'm honest, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm paid through 1099 as an independent AMSOIL dealer. I could be independent through any other affiliate link. Right. It doesn't have to be AMSOIL. I could be an affiliate for any product, for a Challenger, for a car, for a Corvette. I used to have my Corvette. I have a 59 Cadillac. I could be a affiliate for Rock Auto. I could be affiliate for anything.
Right.
So that's up to me. But I only pick the best of the best things. I don't deal with doggy scrap stuff. That's just, it's my personal thresholds. It's okay to be okay. To me, it's I'm not okay anymore. I take it to the next level, but it's through my choice, and it's through working towards it. And so I always tell the people this. They say, "Are you just selling this stuff?" And I don't sell nothing, absolutely nothing. I just get things bought for one reason: results. And if those results didn't work for me, I wouldn't be sharing them with you. And I do that total. Everything I've done on my Corvette, everything that I've experienced with the quality, I share that with thousands of other people,
right.
And it brings them the same exact results. It's not that it works sometimes and it doesn't work. This is something, when you put it in, it's always going to do that difference. There's always going to be a performance difference that's going to pay you back. And, I've never been one to work for something that doesn't get something for someone, meaning there's people that'll take money for free from people, and they'll take credit if credit's not due for something they've done with their own two hands. To me, I've never been that way. I've never taken credit from anybody for no reason. Right. But if I've earned it, I'll take it. If I put in the time and I really help someone and I've saved someone $1 million, I'll take my percentage for helping someone, and I'm more than happy to do that. But I've never wanted anything out of anyone if I've never earned it. But unfortunately, there's people out there we all know
Yes.
that would be more than happy to take something even though they haven't earned it. But I can't live it down with me. It doesn't sit well with me in the heart. You know, so many people, they can kind of just muscle through things, and to me, I can't do that, you know.
Right.
So what other questions do you have, Sean?
Well, let's say you wanted to become a dealer.
All right, that's a great question.
Okay, so you want to become a dealer. How hard is it actually to become an AMSOIL dealer? Let's say, right now. I heard they have a new system where you can actually become a dealer very easily. And you have to go through a series of, yeah.
I like it. I like it.
A series of,
so what AMSOIL did, they used to have quite a bit of reading when you became an AMSOIL dealer, and you know, you didn't have to take a thing or not. And now what they did is they made it a lot simpler. They made becoming an AMSOIL dealer easy, because you just go through these videos. They're all mobile friendly. You got a tablet, you got a phone, you can do it on your phone. Takes about an hour per block. There's about 4 blocks. You go through about a 4-hour thing, but it saves where you leave off. So say you only have half-hour lunch breaks. You can actually nail this sucker out at your own convenience anywhere with no hassles, and it's very basic. So it's not like you're memorizing stuff for a test in chemistry.
Right.
It's about 1/10 of that difficulty. So it's like nothing. It's anyone can do it. Basically, a 5-year-old, pretty strict Amish kid that cuts his grass on the farm.
Right.
A 5-6-year-old Amish kid could finish this AMSOIL dealer thing without breaking a sweat. And I've taught one of those kids how to juggle, actually, when I used to live in Pennsylvania. So I know the level they're at psychologically. They listen pretty good, and they're at a basic level of reading. You know, they're not, you know, super smart or anything like that. So it's, you know, so that's the reality of it. And you know, you take your time, you do that, and now you can sign up any of these type of accounts, and there's really no drawbacks to it. The only thing there really is benefits. But if you go in with it without really signing up 5 people, and I tell people this in the first month, if you really wouldn't sign up anybody, it's not that you can't not do that. There's nothing you have to do as an AMSOIL dealer. You can sign up every year and not do anything. There's no penalty. But you're not going to see results with yourself, and you're not going to really see a paycheck every month, and you're going to kind of feel, well, why did I even become an AMSOIL dealer? It's kind of like, why did I even waste my time to do it? So instead of putting yourself in that position to ask yourself why, there's no reason. If you know you're in a car community, you're a Subi community, you're in a Hellcat community, you know you have 5 friends that would definitely try an oil change for $100.
Right.
You're going to have your 5 qualified accounts. You're going to get a $10 bonus for that. Plus you're going to get some other, you know, commission on the side. It's going to end up being worth it for you. And, you know, I tell people it's kind of like classical conditioning. If you've done something one month, the next month, if you've done it before, you know you can do it again. And it's like, you know, picking up a girl. You pick up a girl at a bar, you sit down, you get a drink, you're, you know, doing jokes, you do a couple of magic tricks for her. If you can get a girl's number at a bar once, you could do it
again and again.
Again and again. And it's that same exact thing. So it's not anything to be afraid of. It's just a process. And once you learn that process, it's duplicatable. You do 5 accounts one month, the next month you could do 6. And it just has to do with how much determination you have, and if you even care about helping people with their car and talking to people. If you really don't care about other people with their cars, you don't really like cars, or you're kind of intermittent, you're hot and cold,
You're going to see a lot of people like that. They're not interested in their car per se.
Yeah.
Until something goes wrong.
Exactly.
And that's it. That's basically what you come across. You come across a lot of people that just say, "Well, I don't have any problems. Why should I even bother?" That's exactly it. You know, when you try to tell them about preventative maintenance so that this stuff doesn't happen in the future, they might listen, they might not. Well, it's their choice.
Exactly. And that's what I've always liked to bring people with the AMSOIL thing is I've never wanted to be that guy that they over-exaggerate things. And, you know, I've had that happen to me. And I have to share my story. I have to be honest.
Right.
I took many car dealerships in Las Vegas. I worked at them doing sales. I worked at a Honda dealerships. I did a little sheep shearing at a Ford dealership.
Yeah.
And I did a little scissor cuts at a Chevy dealership. And I sold a Stingray Corvette. So I have been out in the battlefields. I've done the high performance cars. And I got to be honest, they basically sell you a mirage. And the mirage is basically this ideal that they're going to give you something so special. And that's a job at the dealership. And they tell you if you trim with shears enough sheep's hooves so they can't run quick anymore, and they're on that hamster wheel. You like that, Sean? Basically, you can make $100,000 a year. And I'm going to tell you, that is total BS. The amount of people that really make $100,000 a year after tax is a very small amount. You have to be dedicated. You have to stay rock hard. You know, in life, I tell people, you don't want to go around being like a dead fish, flopping around like that. You want to stay rock hard just like that. Get out there and penetrate your future.
Right.
And if you don't do that, you'll never have an opportunity to really make that type of money. And, you know, it's a great sales gimmick. And it's like the thing, come to Vegas here, we'll give you $1,200 of free slot play.
Sure.
The chances are you're going to leave here negative $2,250.
Right.
So you're going to end up giving them $1,250. So that's the reality of the mirage that is being sold. You know, you're in this desert and you see this water at the bottom of the mountain. And you start walking towards it. And you trip. You get up. You wipe the sand out of your eyes. Your tears are dry, but the sand is scratchy. You finally get to the bottom, and that's where you die. And that's why you don't want to die thinking you're going to get to the water. You want to actually get your own pitcher and make your own water your way. And that's the only real way to do it.
Well, creation.
What other questions do you have, Sean?
All right. Well, another question is that, you know, after taking all these modules and becoming a dealer, okay, now you're on your own. What next?
That's a great question. So actually, you're not on your own. You actually have the fellowship. You have this beautiful culmination of basically cultivating. It's like a farmer. There's no one farmer. There's farmers on a team, and they basically grow these crops. And you might have someone that's a good picker. You might have someone that's a good digger. And basically you give and share things that people like and don't like. There's things that I love to do. I love doing oil changes. I love slapping a bottle of oil. To me, that's what gets me excited. And to me, I prefer to always do things I enjoy. So when you create this team as an AMSOIL dealer, you have someone to coach you. You have someone to mentor you if you have an active dealer that signed you up. Now, for anyone that comes to me of dealers, I'm always there for them, and I'm always reachable. Now, that's another thing that makes being an AMSOIL dealer special, is if you're actually available for people, which Sean had that question, you're on your own.
Right.
And so many people think they're naked. they think they're shoeless. You know, they think they're bearing the baby of a goat, and they're not. You know, you're not naked. You don't have the baby of a goat. You're just you, and you can still get through without these problems. And so many people think that they're so alone when all they have to do is sometimes just ask for a little bit of help or reach out to someone that knows way better than you do. And you'd be surprised. You just ask a simple question and you can get worlds of advice from people. But if you're the type of person that's afraid to ask that question, you can definitely have some setbacks.
Sure.
So what other questions do you have, Sean?
All right. So now that you're a dealer, now that you figured out you can always find help from AMSOIL about what you can do to improve on your
you can
salesmanship.
always reach out to your dealer, or you can ask the AMSOIL itself. Yep.
Okay, then you go there, and now it's time to order product.
All right. That's a great question.
Okay, so now you have to tell them a special number, which is for your dealer account, correct?
Yes, every dealer has their own ZO number.
Correct. Now, they use that number. You get a percentage of their sale, of the sale they buy. They purchase, and you get a percentage of what they buy from you.
If they're a customer of yours.
Right.
Yeah, if they're a catalog retail customer, you're going to get about 20% cash commission.
There you go.
And then you're going to also get a little bit of side commission credits, which will also add up. They can take you up to about 30%. So say someone scrubs off a good size order with some good punching power,
right,
a couple of cases of motorcycle oil, you could be looking at 30% in overall of that order. So say it's $300,
yeah,
30, 60, 90.
Yeah.
So that could be $90 in your pocket. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, this is good you mentioned this.
Yeah.
When you actually sign up 2 qualified accounts, you will actually be in a customer certified rotation with the AMSOIL dealers once you go through those training modules.
Correct.
And AMSOIL itself will actually gift you accounts on a platinum platter. And those accounts are only for you. And you will actually get paid the commission on those accounts. So let's just say they're a catalog customer and they order $100. You're looking at about 20% in cash commission. So that's $20 in your pocket. Then AMSOIL gifted you that account. Plus you get some commission credits. In the beginning, you're not going to get much of the commission credits. It's going to be small, insignificant. So we're just going to just call it 20%. But still, 20% is something that's helping you out. And that's something that's going to continue for 12 months. You're going to be getting those gifted accounts. So that could potentially add up to a few $100 just right there.
You know, so the best way to really go is to have some sort of distributor that purchases in quantity from you.
That would be like a landscaper,
right? Landscaper,
18-wheeler owner.
Shop.
You'd have a shop like a mom and pop,
right,
lube shop,
right,
like a retailer, someone that would sell it on the shelf.
right.
So that's where your the majority of your income would come from right away. Of course, unless you're an online influencer, you could say, or someone that has millions of people coming through,
Right.
and you have that 0.7% of people that would use your affiliate link, which we mentioned earlier.
Correct.
That would be a link they click on, and that would give you the credit for their order.
Right.
So that's what I primarily do on YouTube. Now I have a ton of people that reach out to me with questions, and I go through and help them all the way through and answer valuable information. And then they say, you know what? This guy really helped me out. I'm just going to order through this guy because he really created value. So, and that's where you're going to find that if you don't really have any value for any type of account or anyone with automotive stuff or anything with lubricant, you're not going to really get anything out of being a dealer either.
Right.
If you don't have any value for anybody. But you know, most people do have a specialty, and most people do have value somewhere along the line. What other questions, Sean?
Well, what other questions should there be? The questions have been answered pretty well. Now,
All right.
now, okay, now you're a dealer, you're an affiliate, you go around talking. Now you get these people that just say, well, no way would I ever use synthetic oil in my car, ever, period. Because I use XYZ oil for 25 years and never had an issue.
Yes.
I've been changing my oil every 2,500 miles. Why should I switch?
That's an excellent question.
So
how I would deal with something like that, I would ask them a couple more questions, get to know the person.
Right.
See what their sweet spot is. For instance, everyone has a soft spot, and could be cartoons.
Right.
Could be someone that loves a good love story like Titanic. You know, they're crying when Jack slips below the ice and he's dead. You know, that to me, I think is, you know, it's one of my favorite parts.
Yeah.
You know, I love the heartthrobs, you know, a scary movie when the killer comes back to life. So you want to find what their sweet spot is, what motivates them, and then you want to ask more questions, get to know it, and then you're going to give the answer to that to something that's going to help them with their drawback.
Well,
so if they don't have a drawback and they're completely fat and happy, which a lot of people are, there's not really a whole lot you can do from there. The one thing you could do is you can always offer up a trial of something to pique their curiosity, like giving them a bottle of the upper cylinder lubricant. That's this skinny Winnie bottle up here that is a very superior product than a lot of the other products on the market. So I would actually gift that to them,
right,
out of my pocket. That's my money, just giving it to them. No one pays for that. And I'm investing in my own cultivation of showing people. You know, a lot of people don't talk, but will someone reach out to you? You come into a coffee shop, good.
I'm gonna run and get some more coffee. You want some more?
I'm good.
All right, I'm gonna get some coffee.
All right.
I'll be right.
Sean, I said more coffee. Thank you. Remember to leave that comment within the first 30 minutes of any of the new videos, and that's your ticket in to Eben's end of month giveaway. I randomly go through and select people to be in the end of month giveaway every last Saturday of the month at 11 a.m. And that's right, you'll see the putty cat. Sean's going to give us a little example.
Okay, this is me just being me. I believe in their products. I know they work really well. Like the glass cleaner, for example. You know, you could spend a lot more money getting the same result. It's your money. Right? Now this table's been rained on for months. I'm just going to do this little corner. Right? You can compare it to the rest of the table. All right? I just sprayed that glass cleaner. Now I'm going to put it up. Look at that. Hardly any effort at all. We got most of the stuff off right here. Look.
Pow.
Bang. Done.
And what we refer to on the channel is what we do is we call that punch and power.
Yeah.
And you'll get a lot of people, they say, all right, you're a fighter, you know, da-da-da-da-da, but do you have what it takes? I'm talking a little 6-inch one. Pow! Just like that. And totally knock someone out.
Yep.
That's what I like about AMSOIL is it has real punch and power.
Yes,
you know, you look at Tyson, some of these people that go down in history, some of the best fighters ever. What do they have, Sean?
They have the power.
Yep, that's it. So it's either you got it or you don't. And that's what AMSOIL has.
Okay.
So we're coming back on the tripod here.
Yeah, that was totally unsolicited. I just thought I'd let you guys know what kind of product that AMSOIL has, what it can do.
Of course.
You know.
So in closing notes, Sean, what else should we get into here before we let people go? We let them go out in their own swimming free to be on their own, you know.
They can. You know, I'm not gonna try to twist anybody's arm. I'm not gonna make everybody think that there's a way to get rich quick. in anything. You know, you got to put what effort you put into it, you get out. That's what Eben's been saying from the beginning. That's a good thing. Some things are better than others for other people. It may be what they desire to do. I wouldn't say you have to do this or you can do this. All I can say is it's your choice to do this. And that's more important than anything else. It's choice. How much are you going to put in? How much are you going to get out of it? That's the important part. Man, this coffee's good.
Tell you what, Sean, that's got some punching power. So yeah, I liked everything we did today.
This is stupid. You know, I think that what we did was okay, you know, but this is from the heart. This is not anything that's you know, pre-scripted.
Yeah, we just came over.
Stuff. You know, why not just tell them the way it is? Tell them like a TI is. That's it. That's it, you know. And
we're going to go ahead and throw a video that taps into a deeper core element a lot of people have asked. We're going to have to give it up to you, so I want you to check out this video right here. This is on why mechanics won't recommend AMSOIL. I know it sounds crazy, but some won't, and I want you to know why. This video down here, this one is the pyramid question. Mary Kay, Amway, is it real, is it not? That's here. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what questions you have. I'll be here for you. And I always make that promise. That's what I do, is I do the AMSOIL and I do the YouTube 66 hours a week. So a lot of people are curious, Eben, do you, you know, do you go smoke weed on the corner? Are you out there, you know, with 16, 20 girls in the Cadillac? And I tell people, not at all. Not at all. I'm busy right here on YouTube. That's what I do. Now I'm just coming up with some silly stuff. I hope you love that. We'll see you back next time on synthetic oil protection. We'll give a little cheers to protection, protection, protection. Thanks, Sean.
You bet.
Sean, I said more coffee. Thank you.